Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Mosai, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Hayah, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether you accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Atwal who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from GMS Orlando Camp, coming at you another lesson in true facts, faith, identification, another daily edification. Lord willing, this be edifying. Now, title this lesson, critical information. This shall stir up the dead for thee. Now, I was doing a lesson on my other backup channel, and a brother had put up on the comment board that they interrupted the live screen and clipped the video, and they gave me a strike on my backup channel because I'm doing a lesson on this video that you see on the screen right here. And the video is titled End of the Road, How Money Became Worthless. Full documentary, right? Financial system, government control. Now, they gave me a strike for this, right? Hey, this truth, hey, when they got this, the saying of the world is sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me. That's a lie, man. Cause this truth, and see, we watch these different things, right? We watch these different things like these type of videos, world news, and we filter it through the scriptures, man. Cause see, these things are already written. Now they just gave me a strike in the middle of me doing my live stream on this clip right here, on this video, titled, what is titled again? End of the road, how money became worthless, right? So they done gave me a strike on this video. Now the video is on YouTube. Why would they give me a strike and the video is on YouTube? They say because of copyright or whatever. But why would you give me a strike? Gave me a whole strike for this video. You know why? Because the truth, man. Because, hey, the Lord put the spirit on his men to filter these things through the scriptures, man. And to show them, to show these people the reason this is happening, the reason this devil, Nixon, separated, took the gold, right, from Babylon the Great as a standard, right, for real currency, is because that's when the Lord was bringing this place down, man. Since Elder Albert Bivens came on the scene, right, from the 50s to the 60s, man, the Lord had started to destroy Babylon the Great, man. So he separated these devils. He had these devils to separate gold and silver from the standard of money, right? To create this fiat currency, which is worthless, which we all know, right? That was that was the fall of Babylon the Great, man. So let's get these precepts. Now, the reason I titled it, This Shall Stir Up the Dead for Thee, meaning the other nations, man. Cause see, these devils, the same way they did with this guy Gaddafi, right? What he tried to do, he was trying to create his own currency, man. Okay, and get from up under the petrodollar. Cause see, these devils been bullying the earth with their monetary system, man. As this video tell you how the dollar is worthless and how these devils set this dollar up, this worthless fiat, so they can. That's when they created what is called economic hitman. If you ever saw the video, it's a short clip video. It's called economic hitman. How they create these things, right? They create these different type of loans, knowing these countries can't pay them back, and they go in and take over the country, man. That's what this devil do. And that's why it shall stir up the dead for him. Who is the dead? It's talking about the heathen nations. When you read in Proverbs 21 and 16, it reads this: the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Now, this is talking about Israelites. So if two-thirds of Israelites that don't have no understanding of Yahweh Shema Shah, it say they shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So what does that make these heathen nations? Nothing. So when it say it shall stir up the dead for thee, it's talking about these heathen nations, man, that's ready to put their hands on Esau Edom because this devil made them adapt to that petrodollar, which is worthless, man. You see? So let's deal with these precepts. Since we can't use the clip, let's just use the precepts, man. Hey, cause it's still gonna be for edification. Hey, cause we know you devils hurt, man. You devils hate. Hey, we use these videos, these different news clips, and we filter it through the scriptures, man, because it was already written that this was going to happen. So let's get this. Start with Job 9 and 24, right? It reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the wicked is in control of the earth. The wicked is in control of the money and the laws. This guy Maya M. Shobawa said he said, give me control of the money, and I care not who make the laws. Well, whoever's in control of the money, that's who's in control of the earth, man. This Isaiah 24 and 4 reads, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Why? Because of the wicked rulership. And they mentioned in this video about the people the people that's in control of the government, how they are ruling the earth wickedly, man. They mentioned it in this video. It say, verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. What laws and covenants and ordinances of the heavenly Father Yahweh? Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. So it's going to come down to the remnant of the elect of Israel, and it's going to come down to the remnant of the chief ones of the earth that's in control, right? This is James 5 and 1. The Lord got this. Hey, the Lord got these devils doing this to stir up the other nations to turn on them, man. That's why the Lord put a spirit on this devil to say what he said, man, about how they're going to take the gold. They're going to take the gold as a standard, and they're going to create these fiat currencies, man. The Lord had them to do that. This is James 5 and 1. It reads, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. And meaning you didn't heap the lot. It say right here, it say, shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. You see? So the Lord is destroying these devils' monetary system altogether. The same way that infrastructure. Oh, he mentioned it here. He said that Babylon the Great and all the other places around the world where Esau Edom is in rulership is eroded, right? Is eroded, which is erosion, corrosion, corrupt, right? So when you go to the word, let's get this real quick. these devils, these devils is hot talking about copyright. So why you don't give me a strike and I can't put up videos now? It say the word eroded, right? It say be gradually worn away by natural agents, right? It got similar words, grind down. It was the Lord say in Ecclesiastes 12, the grinding shall cease. It say grind down, crumble. Let's see what this word say, abrade. It's a scrap or wear away by friction or erosion. That's a beautiful word. It got dissolve, eat away at, chip away at, corrode, consume, devour, rot, decay, weaken. It got deteriorate, destroy, right? Now let's get the word erosion, which is basically the same thing. Erosion. The process of eroding or being eroded by wind, water, or other natural agents. Similar words say the same thing. Crumbling, dissolving, corrosion, corroding, rotting, decay, weakening, deterioration, destruction, right? So when he mentioned that word eroded, I thought about this verse, Isaiah 14. I'm gonna start at verse 9. It reads, it say, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. To my Esau Edom. It stirreth up the dead for thee. Who is the dead? Even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. So it's talking about these other nations, man, that's going to come against Esau Edom and Babylon the Great. Verse 10 reads, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee. When he said the word he wrote it, I thought about this. It said the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. That means corrosion, decay, rotting away. Okay, like the word said. Eroded said it. The word erosion, same thing. Decay, rot away, right? Deterioration. The economy of Babylon the Great and around the world, because everybody using the petrodollar, man, right? Every country, every government, every mountain, as the scripture called these governments mountains and hills. You got big governments, small governments. They are known as mountains and hills in the Bible. All these places are being decayed, man. They corroding, they deteriorating away. The infrastructure, right? The economy, the monetary system in all these countries, they are they are falling away, man. Okay, they decaying. Why? Because the Lord said you put your hands on the apple of his eye. It said thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Right? Now this is Ecclesiastes chapter 14. Hey, one monkey don't stop no show, man. You ain't gonna stop this show, man. And we done we done saw so many apostles and elders channels get clipped, whole channels, tens of thousands of videos gone, man. We ain't gonna get mad. We gonna keep it moving, man. Ecclesiastes 14 and 4. It say, he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others, that shall spend his goods riotlessly. You see? Riotlessly. Riotous. Select yeah, riotously. That's what's gonna happen. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. It's talking about these devils, man. Them that's in control, man. Them that took away the gold standard. And who told Nixon to do that? It was the elites, man. They told him to do that, man. Because all these presidents are just puppets on the screen, man. They all work for as the scripture called them, the high, the ones that sit on high. Let's get that. This is Isaiah 24. And that's why the Lord gonna destroy you devils, man. Isaiah 24 and 21 reads, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prisons, and after many days shall they be visited. This is what the Lord gonna do. Because you done destroyed the earth. Hey, and that's why all these nations, all the nations that's joined the Babylon the Great through the UN is gonna separate on these devils and shoot missiles over here, man. This is hey, do what you gotta do, man. Enjoy it up. All you sitting over there at Google, man. Live it up, enjoy, man. Cause it's gonna come a day. We're gonna have the last laugh, man. We're gonna have the last laugh. Because North America gonna be destroyed by missiles, whether you believe it or not. And we know most of you, we know all of you don't believe in this Bible, man. You Edomites don't believe in this Bible, man. But you know what? These prophecies are playing out. You think it's coincidence that Russia and Ukraine and North America trying to defend Ukraine when Ukraine was a part of Russia in the Soviet Union? What you think going on? When you read Ezekiel 38, the Lord said He's going to put the hooks into Russia jaws and turn them back to the old Soviet Union war mentality, man. That war mind state. And in the old Soviet Union, Ukraine was a part of that, man. Then you see Putin just got Crimea back as a part of Russia. What you think gonna happen with Ukraine, man? So while you sitting back at Google laughing and playing games, hey, prophecies is playing out, man. And you devils finna be destroyed, man. Obadiah 1 and 7. It reads, all the men of thy confederacy. Whose confederacy? Esau Edom's, the so-called white man's confederacy, which is in Psalms 83. All the men of thy confederacy. This is talking about everybody that's joined to North America through the UN. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. You see that? So guess what? Where they at right now? They at the border of Ukraine and Russia, man. Okay? This is prophecy playing out. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. What does it mean to eat thy bread? North America put the sword to everybody's head and say, either going to get down with us or you're going to lay down. So now everybody got the petrodollar. What did they do to What did they do to Gaddafi? They got rid of him, man. Just like they did Saudi Arabia. What this guy Saddam Hussein, man. They had to get rid of him. Okay? And why? Hey, they had a whole nother agenda, man. Just like Osama bin Laden, man. A whole nother agenda, man. See, Babylon the Great, Esau was blessed with the sword, man. And you're either going to get down with Esau or you're going to lay down. Because that's how they live, man. By the sword. So it say, all the men of thy confederacy, Obadiah 1 and 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. This is a future prophecy of all these nations that join in North America is going to separate from them and they're going to shoot missiles on them. It say, and prevailed against thee. Future prophecy. They that eat thy bread. Again, was it the mean to eat thy bread? They sell a merchandise over here, man. Through what? Through using the petrodollar. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Who is the him that have no understanding? It's Esau Edom, man. They don't understand what's going on. Proverbs 21 and 1, it reads, all the king's hearts is in the hand of the Lord. As rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So Esau Edom don't know what's going on with the Lord, man. How he working on the minds of Putin to not back down, right? This is so all these nations is separating against Babylon the Great. Why? Because he made them drink, man. He destroyed their nations. He deceived them through what? His policies, his legislations, his democracy, his philosophy, his draconian measures, right? His draconian constitutions. Just Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine Therefore, the nations are mad. Now you're gonna give me a strike because I'm showing a video about the monetary system. What's so bad about watching a video, doing a video on the monetary system that you created? Because you devils is hurt and this truth is out, man. It's cool though. It's cool. It's on YouTube to watch. You ain't gonna screw. You ain't gonna take that down. But you want to strike me because I'm using a video that's already on YouTube, and that's you devils, man. But it's cool. You devils is hurt because this truth is out, man. This truth is destroying you devils over there, man, all around the world. Cause your ass got to go in slavery, man. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4 reads, "Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him." Talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. "But the just shall live by faith. But the just shall live by his faith." Who are the just? So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, the Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, also because he transgressed about wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. What does it mean by he don't keep it at home? They have North America have over 800 military bases around the world, man. Okay, and they trying to establish another one over there in Ukraine. That's what it's all about. Putting garrisons in Ukraine, man. So you can watch. So you can watch Russia, because prophecies say Russia is going to be the one to destroy North America, man. So these devils think they slick trying to watch Russia. It say, "Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell." Right? He go into these countries like they going in to help, and what happened? They wind up taking over the whole country, man. Setting up garrisons, man. Taking the minerals, the resources out of all these countries. It say, "Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people." And that's why the UN, you see how I said, "and heapeth unto him all people." That's why you got the UN joining right now. All nations is joined to North America through the UN. They say what? "And heapeth unto him all people." You see, this devil got to watch everybody. He got you on the close wraps so he can watch you, so he can know what you got going on in your country with your minerals, with your resources. Verse 6 reads, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him?" Yeah, all the nations. I read in Obadiah 1 and 7. It said, "All the men of that confederacy," right, "have deceived thee and prevailed against thee and brought thee to the border." To do what? To fight. It says, "Shall not all these," meaning the other nations, "take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb?" And we doing it too, man. First and foremost, it's about the prophets doing this, right? Second Thessalonians 2 and 8. "And shall destroy with by the mouth of his prophets, and then the brightness of Yahushua is coming." It says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laid himself with thick clay." And this video is going into how they in so much debt, man, and how the elites created the debt, man. They had this devil Nixon to make this statement of taking the gold away and creating this fiat currency, which is worthless, so they can put the whole planet in debt, man. Why? Because these devils cannot have enough. They can never have enough, man. It say, "Who laden himself with thick clay," meaning debt. The word thick clay right here, talking about the debt of Esau, Edom, Babylon the Great. Verse 7, "Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them." What's booty? Spoils, man. Spoils. These devils done clipped my video and gave me a strike in the middle of my live screen, because this is a video about how they created the fiat currency to destroy the nations. What they call, again, economic hitmen. It's a video on YouTube called Economic Hitmen. How they go into these countries give them loans that they know they can't pay back. And they take everything, man. Because that's what this devil do with the sword. That's why he got the #1 military on the planet. Well, so they had over 800 military bases around the world, just like the Roman Empire. Their armies are spread it too thin. That's in Habakkuk 1 and 6. Because this devil done them take and take, man. It say verse 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. You see? Yeah, these niggas, these devils is hurt, boy. Hurt. You devils is hurt. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. What remnant? Meaning the chief ones of these other nations is going to take you devils in North America, man. It say, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, and of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Every country Esau Edom set foot in, he done took it. It's for the taking. And he tried to do the same thing with Ukraine. But it's saying Ezekiel 38, the Lord said he's going to put hooks into the jaws of Russia and turn them back to the old Soviet Union. Okay, war mind state, man. And Ukraine was a part of the Soviet Union, man. Go look at the old map. Okay? If you think Putin ain't finna take Ukraine back, you Edomites is crazy, man. This is verse 9, Habakkuk 2 and 9. Woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house. That's why your people, you want to be destroyed, man. That he may set his nest on high, because this is the eagle. North America logo is the eagle, right? The highest flying bird. It say that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and have sinned against thy soul. Right? This is verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. What does it mean? You made all these other nations join to you your petrodollar by the force of the sword, man. It said, what? Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. What drink? It's talking about the philosophies, your policies, your legislations, your democracy, your draconian laws, your draconian constitution. You made all the other nations adapt to your laws, your policies. It say that puttest thy bottle to him and maketh him drunk also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shameful glory, drink thou also, which is in Jeremiah 49 and 12, right? It's in Lamentations 4 and 21. You got to drink too. And let thy foreskin be uncovered, which is in Jeremiah 49 and 10. It say the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shame for spewing shall be on thy glory. Con, I just read that before you came in. The water. Yeah, man. So now this video show you, it's a heavy video, man. Go check it out. The title of it, End of the Road, How Money Became Worthless. It's a fire video. I was doing the video and them devils gave me a strike in the midst of my live screen. Hey, these devils is hurt, man. These devils is hurt, boy. All we do is take the world news, take videos like this, and we filter it through the scriptures, man. What's so bad about that? You know what's so bad about it? Truth hurts, man. As they say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words should never hurt me. That's a lie. Words hurt, man. Let's get it. This truth is hurting these devils, man. These devils is hurt, man. Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of power, Yahweh Shema Bashai, is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the divide asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. You see that? It said, neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight through what? Truth. But all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. The Lord have made all this truth. This truth is in the open, man. It's what it say are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. Yahweh Shema Bashai making you devils naked, and it's open, plain in sight, and we see it clear, man. And then we had some beautiful times, man. Beautiful times. And whoever put this video together, oh, these are old clips, man. Old clips showing you how it was back in the 50s and the 60s when the man was working and the woman was at home. Then the woman had to go to work in the 70s. What is it called? Women's liberation, man. Because the Lord, and starting in the 50s, the Lord started to bring North America, Babylon the Great down, man. Down to his knees. And now she on one knee with her hand on the ground. Now the skirt is up, and we can see Babylon the Great got a dirty thong on, man. Okay, green stuff is oozing out, man. This place is corrupted and corroding. Oh, this from the guy. Films is now movie trailers. Hurt, man. Hurt. But you know what? Beautiful times, man. This is Revelation chapter 11 and 18. It reads, and the nations were angry, like it say in Jeremiah 51 and 7. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldst give reward unto thy servants the prophets, which are Israelites, and to the saints, which are Israelites, and them that fear thy name, which only the Israelites fear the name of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, and his only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. It say, small and great, and should have destroyed them which destroys the earth. Oh, in this clip, they also mention how the dollar have destroyed all the nations, and they're gonna come together. They're gonna come together all as a head to one party to present one currency, and we know what it is. That's why these devils did this, man. This is future prophecy. This was already in the making centuries and centuries ago, man. The Lord put the spirit on these devils to set it up so they can crash the dollar, so they can bring in Revelations 13, 16, and 17, man. This is prophecy playing out. And that's why we're in some beautiful times, man. It say, and should have destroyed them which destroy the earth. Who's destroying the earth? It's only one nation of people that's destroying the earth, man. This is Jeremiah 51 and 25. It reads, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh. Who the destroying mountain? Is North America, Babylon the Great, man. Basra. It say, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh, which destroys all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. You devils is dead upset with truth. You gonna strike my channel for a video that's already on YouTube? They hit me with a copyright strike. And they hit me with a copyright and then gave me a strike, man. As I'm waiting on my main channel, my first backup channel to come back. They done gave me a strike on another one of my backup channels. You devils is hurt, man. But you know what? It's cool. We laughing at you devils, man. We laughing, man. All the way till your Howard shot come, man. Cause you devils gonna be destroyed, man. Oh, let's get that. Psalms. Let's get this. Psalms 37 verse 14 reads, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. You see, all we got is upright conversation. Truth. And you devils are hurt. Why? Because sticks and stones break bones and words do too, man. The words of Yahweh Shema Shah hurt you devils, man. All we do is take the videos and filter it through the scriptures. I don't think they deserve a copyright strike. I don't think it deserves a strike at all, man. But you know what? These offenses must happen, man. Hey, you offended Yahweh Shema Shah, right? You offended his flock, the apple of his eye. Of course you're gonna do it. It say Esau, what? The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy. And this is also concerning Google, YouTube. We're striking our channels. We're taking down the videos. This is you casting down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword. But guess what? The end though, the Lord say, verse 15, their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Everything that you doing to us right now, because you in the power, you control the planet. Guess what? Payback is something serious, man. You got to pay back. This is and these devils is hurt, man. These devils is hurt, man. This is Revelations 18 and 1. It reads, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You read about this in Isaiah 13 and Isaiah 34. All these different animals that are going to be here, like the crow, where you have the crow, the buzzard, the vulture, right? The cormorant, the bittern, these different birds. It said, for all nations have drunken of the wine of her wrath. What wine? Your philosophies, your policies, your legislations, your democracy, okay, your draconian constitutions. It say, for all the nations have drunken of her wine, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxing rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. This is Revelation 11, when it said, what, come up hither, Revelation 11 and 12. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and you receive not of her plagues. Listen, for her sins have reached into heaven. It said the same thing in Jeremiah 51 and also in 2nd Ezra chapter 11. Said the same thing from 2nd Ezra 11:39 on down. Reward her. This is the Lord talking to the other nations. Reward her as she rewarded you. In Jeremiah 51:7, when it said the nations are mad, right? The nations are angry. Like it said in Revelation 11 and 18, it's a reward her. First, the Lord say, come out of her, my people, before the destruction happened, right? For her sins have reached into heaven, and power have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. I read in Habakkuk 2 about the cup, how he gave a cup to his neighbor, made them drink, put the bottle to their mouth, right? You see? So the same thing that you did to these heathen nations, man, the Lord is going to do it. The Lord going to have the nation to do it to you. That's why I said in Jeremiah 51:7, man. Because these nations, Isaiah 14, right? 9 through 11. What it said? Are thou become weak as we? Yeah. After these nations take you down for the wickedness that you have done to them through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. It said, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. This with the other nations. This is the Lord talking to the other nations and destroying Babylon the Great, man. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she said from her heart, I said a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah power, who judgeth her. So, you see that? It said, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, 24-hour period. Hey, the scripture saying 1 hour, man. In 1 hour, right here in Revelation 18, you're gonna be destroyed, man. It took you devils hundreds of years to build up Babylon the Great, and you're still building. Hundreds of years, right? That's Psalm 75, right? It said, hey, like it said in Jeremiah 51, right? Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Well, that cup is in the hand of the Lord in Psalm 75, man. Oh, and I read it in Habakkuk 2, man. Right? Let's get it again. Habakkuk chapter 2. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 16. It reads, thou art filled with shameful glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. You see that? There's a cup in the Lord's hand, like it tell you in Psalm 75. Matter of fact, let's read it. Let's read it. Psalm 75 and 8. It reads, for in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashad, there is a cup, and the wine is red, just like Esau Edom. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out. And it says, shall wring them out and drink them. But I will declare forever. I will sing praises to power of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horn of the righteous shall be exalted. And this is going down, man. The Lord put the spirit of these devils on you devils to do what you did, man. Because prophecy had to play out, man. And just like with the Canaanites, right? Their wickedness had to reach to the heavens before the Lord was going to be justified and taking that land and giving it to us, man. He let those Canaanites sins reach up to the heavens, man. Just like he doing Esau Edom, man. Just like he did Pharaoh, man. Just like he did Sodom and Gomorrah, man. The Lord was letting them sins build up, man. Stack up. All that wickedness just build up, man. Hey, call out Yahweh Shema Bashai, man. Because the Lord said, what is Zephaniah? My determination is to gather the nations, right? To pour upon them my fierce anger. Why? Because you touched the apple of the Lord's eye, man. All this is because you touched the apple of Yahweh Shema Bashai's eye, man. And you got to pay. And he's going to let these nations destroy you. Let's close with this. Jeremiah 25 and 14. And it reads, from Jeremiah 20, 25 and 14, for many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the works of their own hands. Right? But thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. So the Lord will cause all these nations to drink. Who is the sword that's going to come among them? It's Yahweh, man. Listen. Jeremiah 25 and 16. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad. It's talking about all 17 heathen nations because of the sword that I will send among them. So this sword, the Lord been using Esau Edom to judge us for the longest. Well, all 17 heathen nations is finna catch the real sword, which is Yahushua. It reads, verse 17, then took out a cup at the Lord's hand and made all the nations to drink, unto whom the Lord said, unto whom the Lord had sent me, to wit, Jerusalem and the cities of Judah and the kings thereof and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation and astonishment and hissing and a curse as it is this day. So 2/3 gonna get destroyed, man. Okay, 2/3 of Israel gonna be destroyed. Now here come the heathen nations. Verse 19. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, which is talking about North America, Babylon the Great, the new Pharaoh, which is Esau, Edom, and his servants, and his princes, and all his people. Who? The elites. And my phone, I got it's 69 families that control the planet. But you got the main 13. And in the main 13, you got a main top five. Rothschilds, Oppenheimers, DuPonts, Gettys, right? The Rockefellers. You got it's 69 of these families, okay, these elites, but you got 13 main families. But in the 13, you got five top families. Okay. It say, and all the mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Ashkelon, and Azar, and Ekron, and all the remnant of Ashdod. Who's in Ashdod? It say verse 21, Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyrus, and all the kings of Zidon, and all the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea. He's getting all you Hamites, because you sold us to Esau, Edom. He's getting all you Ishmaelites, because the ships we was on came from you devils. It say Dedan and Tema and Buzz and all that are in the utmost corners. You see, that's the four corners of the earth, man. And all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the deserts, and all the kings of Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, that's the Persians, Iran, and all the kings of the Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world, which are upon the face of the earth, and the kings of Shishak shall drink after them. Therefore, thou shalt say unto them, it's in the kings of Shishak shall drink after them. Who is this? These elites. Because you're going to go hide into your bunkers, into your doomsday bunkers. And the Lord going to preserve you to after the destruction because you go into captivity personally and repopulate because we need workers in the kingdom. Therefore, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall, and rise no more. None of you nations would never be the same because of the sword which I will send among you. And that sword is Yahweh, man. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. You see that? Ye shall certainly drink, man. So guess what? Laugh now, but you are going to cry later. All you heathen nations, Elam, Ishmael, Moab, Ammon, Ham, you are all going to cry later, man. Laugh now, but you are going to cry later. That's why the Lord told Edom to rejoice and be glad. Okay? Hey, so Lord wills edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether concepted or not. In the sense of salutation, taught the Akim, pushing this truth and believing this truth, but the four winds of the earth didn't tell you world, waking up the hope for the elect, and shalom to like walk the world, listening and learning. The few sisters are listening and learning. Hey, the water for tuning in, the water for your precepts, man. The water, the water. Hey, may Yahweh Shema shall continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up. Waiting on my main channel to come back up, Lord willing, sometime soon. I know it went down around the same time last Wednesday when I looked at it. So, Lord willing, I'm going to take me a little nap. Lord willing, be back up later on. Lord willing. If not, it is what it is. We're going to keep it moving. But yeah, man. Hey, these devils is hurt. They through, man. Through. Shalom. Wah abab abal. Wah abab abal.